Welcome to InstantGMP. The staff at InstantGMP prepared the GMP compliance series of presentations to focus on good manufacturing practices and GMP compliance for FDA-regulated products. These are brought to you by our quality and manufacturing experts in the hope that it will help you avoid any GMP compliance issues in your shop. This presentation will address procedures for packaging and labeling. Packaging materials and printed packaging materials need their own special care. The product will come into direct contact with the primary packaging material, so it is important that these materials such as ampoules, bottles, and foil used in blister or strip packaging are picked for their ability to contain the product without allowing an interaction with the product. Secondary packaging is generally the outside packaging that is seen by the final consumer, so attention to artwork and message is necessary here. Printed packaging materials are inserts inside the secondary package. The third level packaging is generally the cartons that are used to ship the product. Each of the primary, secondary, and cart packages will need their own approved labels. There are certain requirements that are specific for packaging and labeling of dietary supplements. The first requirement is to establish specifications for a product you receive for packaging or labeling as a dietary supplement to make sure that the product is properly identified and is consistent with your purchase order. If you are a packager or labeler who packages and labels for the manufacturer and you return the package and labeled product to the manufacturer, you would not have to comply with this rule. Specifications are needed to assure product received is consistent with your purchase order. Specifications have to be set for any point in the packaging or labeling operation where control is needed to assure the quality of the final packaged product. Specs are not needed for components, in-process testing, or any part of the manufacturing process that is done elsewhere. Labels should include the following: the product name, quality, batch number, expiry or retest date, warnings if required, storage conditions, names of manufacturers and suppliers. Before you package or label an incoming product, you must visually examine the product and have documentation to make sure your specifications are met. At a minimum, you must conduct a visual identification of the containers, closures and labels, and review the supplier's invoice, guarantee, or certificate to determine whether your specifications are met. Your documentation may consist of an invoice, certificate, guarantee, or other documentation from the supplier to ensure that the product is adequately identified and is the product that you ordered. GMPs require you identify each unique lot within each unique shipment of packaging and labels in a way that allows you to trace the lot of the supplier, the date received, the name of the packaging and labeling, the status of the packaging and labeling, and to the dietary supplement you distributed. You need to use the unique identifier whenever you record the disposition of each unique lot within each unique shipment of packaging and labels. Packaging and labels must be quarantined until the quality unit can release them. GMP regulations require the quality control unit to collect representative samples of each batch of packaged and labeled dietary ingredients or dietary supplements to determine whether you use the packaging specified in the master manufacturing record and applied the label specified in the master manufacturing record. Quality personnel need to review and approve the results of any tests or examinations conducted on the packaging and labels. Preventing of mix-ups of printed packaging materials such as leaflets, labels, and cartons is very important. The access to printed packaging material should be controlled to prevent any unauthorized access. Cut labels and other loose printed packaging materials should be stored and transported in separate, closed containers to prevent possible mix-ups. Only quality personnel should issue printed packaging materials to production according to written SOPs. Packaging and labeling controls are needed to meet GMP requirements. Specifications are needed to make sure that the product is properly identified and is consistent with your purchase order. Labels need specific information so that the information such as product date of manufacturer and batch number are readily apparent. Incoming inspections such as visual examination must be done on each product. There must be a unique identifier so you can trace each lot. The quality unit must quarantine each lot of packaging and labels until they can disposition them. It is important to keep printed packaging materials, labels, and cartons organized and stored properly to prevent any mix-ups. This presentation is just one of the many videos and webinars available on CGMP compliance. You can access the rest at the GMP Certification Resource Center. Thank you and have a wonderful day.